that y'all took the time to sit in on this call. And the way I heard about Arbonne was through my sister, Brittany. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time. I'm on my phone and it's not coming through real easily. I may have to go up to the computer.
Okay. Well, if you need to, we can wait for a minute, or you can just hop on in when you get up there. Listen to us on the way up.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna keep you on my phone. I'll walk upstairs and I'll try to get on there and see if it's any better with the audio. So
sounds
keep
great.
going.
When you hop on your computer, just hop off of your phone, and it won't do you. Okay. All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, so I researched this company really heavily that Brittany had heard about and was thinking about getting involved with, and because I wanted to make sure she was getting into something legit. And what I found was a company that I really believed in. The products were something that I was looking for. They're natural, they're plant-based and cruelty-free practices. There's a nutrition line, a skincare line, and actually the conversation started because I was like, oh, I need to go to Lancome and get my new Lancome. Brittany was like, well, Arbonne is a thing, so you could think about that. And so I'm always looking for things that are good for me in a natural way, and so that's what kind of sparked my interest. And another thing that really resonated with me was that I was learning about all these people who are people just like me, teachers who are just trying to make a little bit of extra income, or someone who wanted a little more financial freedom. And they're real people that were making money and finding financial freedom. So, that's something that made me interested, because I see this as an opportunity to pay off my student loans, be able to travel more over the summer, maybe visit home more often, and be able to give more generously. So, oh wait, sorry, I'm like looking at the wrong, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm like, can y'all see me still?
You're good. We can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so I'm just really excited because I see this as an opportunity to continue to teach, but also make some extra income to be able to achieve some financial freedom. And I'm really excited because I'm on a team with Polly, who has found success through this. So I feel really encouraged that through that leadership that I can also find success too. And it's just an exciting way to be able to help people, whether it's through nutrition or skincare, or just being able to kind of educate others about that, or helping other people start a business that can also help to achieve some financial freedom as well. So that's what got me into Arbonne. And Polly is going to walk y'all through kind of what Arbonne is and how, and just some information about that.
Yeah, absolutely. And y'all, I did mute everybody just for background noise, but please know this is not the Polly show. So you can definitely just click your unmute, or I can, go ahead and unmute if you want me to. But if you have a question, stop me or ask at the end. I'll be glad to stay on. But I'm just going to give you guys a brief overview of Arbonne. I've been with them 14 years. Has anybody on the phone call heard of us or not? I don't know. I always like to hear, does anybody know about Arbonne? Polly, you were shaking your head. Yes or no? Have you heard of us? Yeah? No? Laurie, you haven't? Here, I'm going to unmute you guys. So, Polly, have you heard of us?
I've heard of y'all, but I don't know much information, to be honest, but I've heard of it.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we've been around 40 years, you guys, but we've never paid to advertise. So a lot of times, and I've been with them 14. Hey, Blair, thank you. Okay, so Blair said, yes, you've heard of us. Okay, awesome. I had actually heard of Arbonne as well before I started using the products, and actually somebody, I didn't even tell Brittany and Jill this story, but someone invited me to an Arbonne party, one of those parties, before I ever was introduced to Arbonne's products. And I came home and said to my husband, I got invited to this Arbonne party. I'm not going to go. They just want me to buy something. And I'm not kidding, and I didn't go. And that's fine, because timing is everything, you guys. But what happened for me is about 14 years ago, my background, I had a corporate background. I quit, and I went back to my fitness teaching career. I've been in fitness for about 38 years, teaching and personal training. And so I went back to that because I wanted to be able to be flexible and pick up my kids. And so somebody brought me Arbonne's anti-aging line. They were like taking my body pump class, and they came up to me after class and she said, "Hey, I brought you something. It's anti-aging." And I remember thinking in my head, is she trying to tell me that I need anti-aging? Like, that's rude. No, I really didn't think that was rude. Honestly, sorry. And that's okay. And I thought, okay, that's nice. And so I took it home and I tried it. And for me personally, I had worked on a cruise ship a long time ago in the 80s in the Mediterranean, which is amazing, but the sun is very harsh there for a fair redhead. And I had really damaged my skin, you guys. I was in my 20s and I thought my tan was my sunscreen. And I to my mama, my mom said, "You should wear sunscreen." And I was like, "Ah, yeah, sure, Mom." And I'd put it on in the morning and that would be it. And I would go all day in the Mediterranean sun. And it's amazing when you do that for months on end, how much sun damage. You don't see it until later on, right? So by the time I was introduced to Arbonne, I had lots and lots of sunspots. I thought they were freckles until I looked in the magnifying mirror one day and I was like, they're actually age and sunspots. So these products actually were the first thing I had tried that didn't irritate my skin because I have really sensitive skin. And then B, they actually also started working. Like I could tell my skin, it wasn't like, I'm not trying to tell y'all, I always say if it's easy, it's lazy. That's my saying. Or if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. But it wasn't like overnight that, all the spots went away. But after 3 or 4 days, I could tell a difference in how my skin looked healthier and was glowing. And so my husband actually agreed, which was amazing because he's very cynical. And so I kind of knew, okay, the products are pretty awesome. And then when we started talking, I said, okay, I want to get the products. They're amazing. And she said, well, how about I also explain a little bit about the business? And I said, oh gosh, no, do not ask me about that business. I am not interested. I am in fitness. I like to help people get healthier. And she said, great, that's what we do. And I was like, oh no, please. And so I honestly did not think this would be at all for me because I don't like to, quote sell. I'm not a pushy, convincing person. But what I found was I just started sharing it with people anyway. I wasn't doing the business. I would send them to her. And after about the 6th or 7th time, she said, you're doing this. You're just not making, the income from it, the referral income. Do you want to at least look at it? And she didn't try to pressure me, which I appreciated. And that's just not what we do. So we're not here to do that. We're here to just educate and share about Arbonne because like Paula, you said, yeah, I've heard of it. Don't know a lot about it. Blair said, I've heard of it. I know that a lot of times I run across people, they're like, yeah, I know what it is. I've heard of it, but I don't know a lot about it. So I am going to share my screen, you guys. And just so you know, this presentation, this one-page presentation is going to take me about 10 to 12 minutes. I like to tell people what's going to happen. And then at the end, we just say, hey, if anything resonated with you, here's sort of the ways that you can be a part of Arbonne, if at all. We appreciate you listening. We're not here to convince you. It may or may not be true. Honestly, if you are running out of shampoo or deodorant or skincare or, protein powder or something, we're just saying, hey, maybe try us and compare, and would love to show you how to get it at a discount. So I'm going to share my screen. And then of course, we're not here tonight for you to tell us yes or no, but just, Jill will follow up with you and you can text her after or tomorrow and just say, hey, that was great. Thanks. Or, hey, I'm kind of interested in this or that. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. And this just is a sheet that we use to share Arbonne. So hopefully everybody can see that. And so I'm going to just tell you really quickly in a couple of minutes, a little bit about what Arbonne is first. And then the back side of this sheet is going to tell you about how the business works a little bit and the discount. So we have been around since 1980. We're in 6 countries now, you guys. We were actually bought last year by a French company called Groupe Rocher. So you might have heard of them because they're pretty big over in Europe. They own a lot of companies that are really big. And so for us, it's really cool because it actually, we've been a family-owned company forever, and we've grown a lot. But being bought by a giant company like Rocher gives us so much more from a money standpoint, frankly, to grow our business. So they've already put so much, and it also says a lot for Arbonne that they wanted us. All of the companies that they own are exactly like Arbonne. So our philosophy has always been everything that you're eating and putting on your skin matters. So we want everything to be pure, safe, and beneficial. So it's an integrative approach to wellness. And y'all, I always knew that what I ate mattered. It didn't mean I always ate right, but I knew what I ate mattered. Like I knew there was a direct correlation, right? We all kind of know like, hey, if I eat a bunch of crap, I'm going to feel like crap. And I mean, that's the only way I know how to say it. But I never knew that what I was putting on my skin mattered. And it matters as much or more, frankly, because one thing that we found out is everything that we put in and on our body. I'm going to go ahead and mute y'all if you don't mind, just because I'm super ADD. And if I hear like a little bit of back, I get like totally sidetracked. But y'all, please unmute if you have a question or you want to stop me. But y'all, the EPA did a study. I don't know if y'all know this. I didn't when I started. They found that it takes less than a minute from the time you put anything on your skin. So you're rubbing lotion, you're shampooing your hair before it's in every organ of your body. Like less than a minute. Think about pain patches and birth control patches. All those things are getting in and they're getting into our bloodstream faster than a lot of times than if we eat them. That's why doctors will prescribe like pain patches and birth control patches. And that's why if you use something toxic to clean with, you're supposed to wear gloves and that kind of thing. So that's really what we want people to kind of like think about. So we're botanically based, as you can see on the screen. We adhere to European standards, and that means that we're super strict in our ingredients. So in Europe, there's 1,400 chemicals, y'all, or more, that are banned from daily use products. Now, a lot of y'all are in California. So when I say the next part, y'all are actually the state that bans the most, I think. But in the US has only banned between 10 and 30, I usually say 10 and 15, but California's more. Of those 1,400 ingredients that Europe has banned, the United States has only banned like 10 in most states. Some states more, and California's pretty on the up and up. So y'all are lucky. But that's crazy. That's a giant difference. So Arbonne has gone above that now. We've banned over 2,000 ingredients from our products, y'all. And so it's things like mineral oil, which is a byproduct of crude oil. It's the #1 ingredient in the United States is mineral oil. And I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it's when they take crude oil out of the ground, they make gasoline and they get a leftover. So that's the byproduct. And so they sell that because why wouldn't they, right? Because it's all about the money. And cosmetic companies and personal care product companies use it as filler. So we're slathering that on our skin. And the reason you don't want that, I mean, as if putting that on our skin, like just think about it, it's bad enough just to think about it. But there's a couple of reasons why you really don't want it on your skin. #1, it's occlusive, so it doesn't let your skin breathe. So we actually do this little test, and y'all can go like afterwards if you're super bored. You can get some baby oil and put it in a cup and put water in a cup and put a cracker in both. So baby oil has mineral oil as the base and fragrance. That's it, 2 things. The cracker in the water obviously is going to fall apart. It's like your skin. It's going to absorb it. The one in baby oil, you can leave it for like a week. Pull it out, it'll still crack. So that means that that mineral oil is just coating it. And so when we put it on our skin, it's smothering your skin, it's clogging your pores, but we're still breathing it in, and it's actually considered a carcinogen in Europe, and it's banned. So that's the one I always hang out the most on, because I'm like, y'all, that is crazy that it's the #1 ingredient in personal care products. And I always say, if you never buy an Arbonne product from me, I want you to walk away knowing about ingredients. Like, go study this, because I didn't know when I started. And I'm not crazy. I don't stand on a street corner and say, you should only use Arbonne. But the more I've learned, the more I'm like, it matters so much. So we don't do parabens or phthalates, which are hormone disruptors, no artificial dyes, fragrances, colors. And we do everything from nutrition to baby products to men's line to holiday line, which I have all like behind my chair in my office. Just because the boxes are pretty, so I like to look at them. We have makeup. We have my favorite, their anti-aging line and their nutrition line. Those are our two top lines. They are like the department stores, if you will, of the mall, okay? And all we do as consultants is switch our brand. So we don't have any minimums or anything like that. We just switch our brand and we share with other people. And we're so grateful. Thank you guys so much when people will just listen. We offer a 45-day money-back guarantee on everything we sell. And one of our biggest things, and you might have heard of Arbonne because of this, we have a clean eating program. It was put together by a woman who has a PhD in nutrition, and we had 2 doctors from Mayo Clinic just take a look at it, you know, and we have a lot of doctors and whatever on our board and kind of say, give it their sort of stamp of approval, yes, this is really sound. It's the best, most sound program I've seen in 38 years of fitness, and that's because it's not a diet. So if you want more info about that, we teach people how to eat low glycemic, how to reduce inflammation, oh, bless you, how to stop putting in toxins, and then how to also flush them out. So that's really kind of our whole thing, is we want to reduce toxins from your skin, from your body, and really get you, your body functioning and have you putting everything in and on your body that is good for it, and especially in your body that's fuel, not toxic. So if you want more info on the clean eating program, definitely let Jill know. We have a video we can send you on that. Okay, so that's the products. Now I'm just gonna run through this real quick. We are social or network marketing, and we're proud to say that, y'all. Again, 40 years in business. This is where a lot of times people will say, are y'all like one of those pyramid things? And I always say, well, pyramids are illegal. They were made illegal in the 80s. We meet out in the open. We've been around 40 years. We are not. We actually do not require anybody, whether it's a consultant or a client, we have no monthly requirements. So as consultants, we just switch our brand, and then we just show people how. So I don't have a lot of inventory. Yes, I have some product, but I don't have to buy it X amount a month. Does that make sense, y'all? Because there's a lot of things out there like that, and I think that's what a lot of times gives us a bad name. So we really are just cutting out the middlemen, as you can see in that top little graph. So normally if you go to Target or Walmart or the department store, that product you buy has had to go through all those markup channels. So only 10 to 20% of what you buy is actually ingredients. And so I love that in Arbonne, we really just talk about it, and then we show you how to get it online at a discount, and it ships to you. So in fact, if you guys are near where Jill is, our headquarters are in Irvine, California. So really close to some of you. So I don't know, I'm gonna mute that. But anyway, so that's kind of what we're all about, is really just educating and sharing and then show people how to get it. And so we're able to get a really good product out to the market at a really reasonable cost because we don't do all the middlemen, okay? A couple of things that we share about the business, and I always tell people this may or may not be for you. We totally understand. But we do want you to know, honestly, I'm so grateful that the person that shared this with me, she's my sponsor now and my very good friend now. For 14 years, we've been doing this business. But I'm so glad she said, hey, I want to share this business opportunity with you, because I thought that this kind of thing was very small. I had a lot of misconceptions about it. I thought that I was going to have a lot of boxes. I thought I was going to drive my minivan. I had a minivan at the time. I thought I was going to be driving it around, throwing lipsticks out the window like a paper boy, just delivering product. And it's not like that. But there's 4 key things that make it super smart business. And this is actually not an Arbonne list. This is a marketing professor at the University of Illinois. He graduated from Harvard. He says, any business, make sure you can check off one of these. And so, is it consumable? Well, everything Arbonne does is consumable. So we're just washing our hair and we get paid for it. We get paid for taking a shower, which is really cool. And hopefully everybody bathes. Marketplace demand, yes, there's demand because everybody bathes. We are health and wellness. That's only going to get bigger. And we're able to show people how to make an extra income and not have to go out and get another job. And I know that for me, y'all, when I quit my corporate job, my husband wasn't super happy. He was supportive, but he was like, we still need your income. So I was teaching about 8 or 10 fitness classes a week. I was working in a little plant store, local plant store. I still work there 1 day a week. I worked there today. I love it, but I'm able to choose to work there. And I just love that. They let me, which is nice. And now I'm able to just kind of go with my husband. We're empty nesters now and kind of travel and just take this with me. So we teach people to work it around their life, as many or little hours as you want. And then the ability to leverage time is the last thing that makes it so smart. And that's because we grow a network that moves product. We do not get paid to sign people up. So I always tell people, you can do this or not. I mean, it's up to you. I'll show you how, and I'll coach and teach you and support you. But I only get paid to help other people be successful. Like, I only get paid when product is sold in my network. So I've basically taught a lot of people about how to just go online and purchase because they love the product. And then I've taught a lot of people how to do what I do. And because of that, and then they've taught people and they've taught people. So we basically teach you how to photocopy yourself. So imagine if there was one of you right now doing laundry, while one of you was listening to this, while one of you was, I don't know, eating dinner, and while one of you was taking the dog for a walk, and whatever else you have to do. But imagine if you could do that, you could just photocopy yourself. That's basically what we do. And then the last couple of things we do share our income levels, not to be tacky, but again, because for me personally, I needed to know I could make like a sizable amount to even look at it. We do make a direct sale commission, and then we make these overrides, and that's the commission I'm going to share with you. And so right now, Brittany and Jill are both new consultants, and the first pay raise level is district manager. And so you get paid as soon as you start on people that become clients of yours. But then you also get paid what we call an override commission, which is a percentage of wholesale. And that's what you see on your screen. And so district manager is anywhere from a couple $100 to $1,000 a month. I got there in 2 months, working this about 4 or 5 hours a week. So I was just kind of squeezing it in here and there. Area manager, you can see, is $1,500 to $4,000. You can will the business to your family at that level. Arbonne allows that, which is really cool. I see that I'm going over my time, so I'm almost done. And that means that if something happens to me, you guys, my family, my kids, and my husband can keep receiving my residual checks because people will keep buying product. And I just think that's crazy incredible. I've heard of stories where that has actually happened, and it's been such a blessing to people and their families. Regional vice president is where I am now. Average income is about $5,000 to $15,000 a month, and they give us $800 a month for our car. It has to be a Mercedes, and it has to be white, which is, I know, terrible, but I just grin and bear it. I'm kidding. And national vice president is anywhere from $22,000 a month and up. And our team is about halfway there. We're on track to get there next year. There's lots of fun trips and that kind of thing. My husband and I just booked our flights for the trip in February that I earned last year. And y'all, it's really up to you. Like, you can decide, hey, I just need a few extra $100 a month, and I just kind of want to work this really part-time. And that's okay. There is no have to. Like, nobody stood over me and said, you have to do X, Y, Z. I just loved it so much that, y'all, I tell people I never feel like I'm working. I'm just passionate about sharing this with people. And so it's just fun. I didn't plan to, I wasn't looking that day to share it with Brittany. We just met at the nail, and then it just happened. And then it just, and that's kind of how this works. But the last thing we share is, if anything that we said resonated with you tonight, like if it's just like you're thinking, oh, I'd really love to get healthier. Even have a group, by the way, y'all, starting December 2nd, a week from tomorrow. We have a group that will do our 30-day program. Actually, some of them will just do 2 weeks, and some will do 3, and some will do the 30-day with lots of cheat days because of the holidays. But we do actually offer that to help people like stay healthy through the holidays, and we run it through a private Facebook group. We give you meal plans and recipes and shopping lists. But so that's something, like, I don't know if you're interested in doing that, but if you're interested in that, or maybe replacing some skincare, some makeup, we have an awesome makeup set right now that was a Black Friday special that is like crazy incredible. So if there's something you're running out of, that's when we're just like, hey, would you just like be at all interested in trying Arbonne and just comparing it, because it's safer and it's really awesome. So there's a couple of ways you can be a part of Arbonne. One is, well, there's 4. One is nothing. We didn't put that on the sheet because it wouldn't look too cool. 2 is you can just connect Jill with people, and that would maybe look like an online fun, healthy happy hour, or we do lots of things online. So you can do it online like this, or you can do it in person. If you are in person, we do healthy happy hours. We do spa facial parties, which are really nice and lots of fun too. You can become what we call a preferred client. And the reason why this is such a great month, and I'm so glad you guys are listening today or tonight, is in November. So normally it's like a Sam's membership. Normally people pay $29 and they're covered for a year, and they get 20 to 40% off everything they shop for. So 40% off the packages. This month they waived the $29. So until the end of November, that is completely waived. So you just get your discount, free shipping, lots of goodies. So that's called preferred client, and that's just somebody that just wants to try some product. And then the last thing is, if you're interested in more information on our business, we would love to maybe have another phone call with you and just talk some more about that. It's $49 to become a consultant. That does get waived at a certain level this month as well. And then you get 35 to 50% off your products. And then we just teach and train you how to do what we do. And that's really kind of, that's it in a nutshell. I know that's a lot, but do y'all have any questions for me about product or 30-day clean eating, anything like that? Was it informational? And I'm sorry, like y'all, I'm trying to, let me unmute. Okay, Holly, it won't let me unmute you.
Oh.
Now everybody's unmuted. Yay, we're back. Y'all, thank you for listening. Do you have any questions? Like, was there anything that was like eye-opening about Arbonne? Did you learn something?
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it, so this is all new to me. So it was interesting. I'd like to talk to Jill more about it, a little more details.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We don't want y'all to feel put on the spot at all. So just know that if y'all don't mind, if you would just let her know if something resonated with you, and she may just follow up and say, you know, thank you so much. And is there anything that you would like to try, and that kind of thing, or more. Oh, thanks, Blair. Thank you so much.
Hi, Blair. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming. But we really appreciate your time and would love to help you. And there is a website. It's just arbonne.com, ARBONNE. You can go to actually Jill's website, which is jillmorgan.arbonne.com. You might not have even known that, right, Jill?
I might have seen it somewhere.
You might have seen somewhere. But we like to help people too with their first order, just to make sure you know, hey, you can get a free product at this level, that kind of thing. So do let Jill know if there's some things you're interested in trying. And y'all, the anti-aging has changed my skin. I've used it for 14 years, and it's just like changed it completely. And the nutrition has changed our lives. My daughter's type 1 diabetic, so it's definitely changed our lives with the nutrition. So yeah, do y'all want to say anything? Jill, do you want to say anything, or before we hop off?
I'm just excited. Like, I'm doing the 30-day challenge after Thanksgiving and Christmas, because I know myself. And so yeah, I've already bought my kits and Bradley's kit, and we're excited. So, you know, if anybody wants to learn more about that, I can definitely talk to you about the clean eating program. And yeah, so, and I've been using the skincare as well, and that was and my skin feels really nice. And yeah, I'm excited about Arbonne, and I'm just really happy y'all came.
I know. Thanks, everybody. Okay.
Thank you.
Y'all have a great night. Thank you so much.
You too. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm glad we got everything figured out.
I know. Awesome job.
All right.
All right. See y'all.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Bye.
Good night.
And it looks like Jill Katie said she'll see you and chat with you tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, she just said she had to get going, but she would see you and chat with you tomorrow. So
Awesome.
Laurie's on 3 times.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm on there 3 times.
Laurie, how are you?
All right.
Copy yourself.
Well, Thank you for listening.
Okay, we'll see you. Bye.
All
Bye.
right. Bye, Lori.
Bye.
Bye. Talk to you soon, Jill.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, everybody. So y'all, I know it's late for Brittany, but Jill, great job. That was so awesome.
Good.
Thanks. I got a little flustered there for a minute because I lost my why. But
I thought you did amazing. It was really awesome. And yeah, and it always takes a little bit of time. People, it might be their first time to ever hear about it, like we've talked about before. And so just might take a minute before, but I think you've got some interest and, just be following up and kind of finding out what they say. I know, I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was Lori actually. But yeah, so we can talk about how to follow up with everybody. You look really pretty. So do you.
thanks.
Looking rough. I was like, whoa. I talked tonight. And so, yeah, then we put up our tree and decorated, and I have not looked in the mirror apparently. So,
Oh, you look great.
You look fine.
So pretty. I actually ironed a shirt and put it on because I had something else on, and I was like, that's not going to look good. So I
you look great. I'm like in pajamas and ugh.
That's okay. I mean, that's okay. And that's the way it is sometimes. But no, that was really, really good. And so we'll just start that follow-up process with everybody like we've been doing, and and see what everybody's kind of interested in, and then go from there. And then we can I don't want to keep y'all too long tonight, but if y'all want to set a time that we can talk about just the next steps, y'all tell me what works for you.
I'm not working on Wednesdays, so I could do something like during the day on Wednesday.
Yeah, Luke has a half day, and then we're going up to Fort Payne at probably I don't know, 2-ish, maybe. I don't know. So I've got the day, though, Wednesday. I've got all week. I'm good. I'm so excited.
Well, Wednesday morning is the best for me if anybody has time Wednesday morning. Of course, I know that I don't want you to have to get up too early or anything like that.
Yeah, like what time?
Well, we're going to drive to, let me look and see how far it is. We're going to go to Helen, Georgia first. So let me see. I know we're just going to Asheville for Thanksgiving. Just my hubby and I. It's our anniversary. Uh-oh. Did I freeze? Hello?
Aw. No, you didn't freeze.
Oh,
I
okay.
see you.
Let me see.
Anniversary.
Thank you. Yes.
And
Well, my kids, I'm seeing how far it is to Helen. Our kids can't come home, so we're gonna. It's about 3.5 hours. I would say we'll probably leave her around 8 or 9. So 10, 11, 12. If we talked at, I don't know, what time do you think you'll get up, Jill? Uh-oh.
what about Monday?
If I could, what time did you say? Because 9 would be legal. If it were 11 y'all's time, was that too late?
That works for me, but what about you, Brittany? Uh-oh. Sorry, y'all.
Watch my kids, so I don't know.
So you're watching 3 kids?
Oh no, I don't know. I may have my friends' kids, but they actually keep mine, so it's easy. They take care of them.
Well,
so I don't know. I may have them, but I feel like this week's way easier than any other week, so I'm very flexible.
Okay.
I said tomorrow 4 to 6 is the only thing I have to do. So.
Why don't we plan on that? And then if for some reason, Brittany, you can't, because you and I will maybe be able to talk before that, and then I can always help Joe with follow up. If that works. So
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. And in the meantime, Jill, if you with everybody from the call, I usually kind of wait it and see, send them a thank you like you did. And then, you did before, just kind of see if they kind of what their interest is. I feel like you're going to have some interest though, because that one girl, Katie, said, we'll talk tomorrow.
Yeah, she's really fitness, she's really healthy and fitness minded. So
was that one that was on the phone 3 times, or?
No, that's Lori. Lori, we talked together. She's a retired teacher.
Okay.
yeah, so she might be interested in like products. I don't know if she. I'll find out more. But we'll talk. She's scheduled to sub for me in January, and yeah. But we'll chat. We're talking about going to grab drinks sometime or something. So.
Yeah, and I mean, what you can do is, you could get her a sample like of the anti-aging. Just see what she says first, and then
Okay.
maybe take a fizz with you tomorrow from your package.
Okay.
And maybe take some anti-aging samples in case, like, Katie might want that too. You never know.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And the most important part for us is to, as you are getting them out, just to say, hey, no pressure. If it's not, no problem. But that $29 sign up is waived this month. Would it be okay if I just check in with you on Saturday? I mean, I know it's Thanksgiving, so, but, or a Friday, just to kind of find out, if there's something.
Yeah. So then take advantage of that.
Yeah. And if they get if they're interested in the clean eating, like just to send that video quickly to them. And a lot of times people will buy, because they have a 45-day money back guarantee, like Andrea was saying, they don't necessarily have to try it for like they might just want to try it a little bit, but then they will just try it. So we'll see what they say. So,
okay.
So we'll work on that. I'm just figuring out what follow-up is and see what the reaction is. And you never know, somebody might say, hey, I might want to hear a little, people surprise me all the time about the business. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens there.
Okay,
awesome.
It was a pretty good turnout, I feel like, for.
Yeah, for sure.
It was an awesome turnout. It was a great turnout.
And you did good. You said you didn't, but you did.
Oh, I was like,
really
I texted Bradley. I was like, bring me your phone so I can read my why. And then like I sent the wrong one because I was like my first draft, and I was like,
Oh,
so I felt like I was stumbling over my words, but it didn't sound like that.
It was great. Like you just, it's funny because people don't know. It's kind of like when I teach. Brittany, you're frozen. When
y'all are frozen.
Now you're back.
Brittany,
Y'all
you were
were
like,
frozen and I was good.
You were like, oh. It's kind of like, when you, I don't know, it reminds me of like sucking helium or something, and everybody, it's just funny. But I know that made no sense. It didn't even connect. It's been a long day. I worked at Leap Pelham today, and we were so busy. We were like running almost. Like it was crazy. Because everybody wants their trees and, their garland and all the things. But no, you did great. But it's kind of like when I teach a pre-choreographed class and I mess up the choreography, nobody knows. I always like, that was supposed to be a knee lift or something. And they're like, they don't know, I mean, they're just like happy. So you did great. If you felt like you messed up, I mean, but it was fine. And then it's just for us, like with your mother-in-law, did that sample go out yet? Do you know, or like
I took it back today.
Yeah, so I went to the UPS store to send it to her, and they're like, "Oh, it'll get there next Monday." And I went on Friday afternoon, and it was like gonna be like basically 10 days later. And I was like, "Oh, I was kind of hoping it would get there sooner because our USPS closes at 5 and doesn't open back up till Monday." So. So then he was like, yeah, okay, it'll be $35. It'll get there Wednesday. And I was like, I'm just going to have Brittany like drop something off. So
that's nice. Oh,
yeah, I reused your cute little Arbonne bag too that you gave me the first time.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, so maybe we can see if like we could also maybe follow up with her on Wednesday or something. Just depends on her, or we can just see.
Yeah, I was gonna text her. I had like kind of like a busy day, so I was gonna text her right now and just be like, hey, I hope I'll just be like, Brittany dropped off your samples in the mailbox, but we called her just to like double check it was her house.
Oh,
Brittany was there, so she knows. But I'm just gonna like remind her to get out of her mailbox.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, no problem. And then, we'll talk on Wednesday, and then we'll figure out, we'll kind of have a better idea because you'll have some feedback from tonight. So, yeah. Awesome.
Okay.
And Brittany, do you, Do you have any time? I can't remember what you said about like meeting to get some. Do you have any time tomorrow or Tuesday
Yeah, I've got.
to meet? Uh-oh, I think I keep freezing.